Hi guys, welcome to Mum's Eye View. Today I'm going to be baking a Pinata cake, which is the perfect celebrational cake for kids' birthdays, anyone's birthday really, especially if you have a sweet tooth like me. But first you have to put down the baby, wash your hands and preheat your oven to 180 degrees. I find it's easiest to measure out all of the ingredients just into little bowls just to make the process a little bit easier further along the line. 460 grams of castor sugar, 460 grams of self-raising flour, 1 tablespoon of Asda's extra special vanilla extract, measure out 90 grams of each and eat all of the spare. 460 grams of softened room temperature butter plus 450 grams for the icing. Crack 8 large eggs into a jar. Grease and line 4 20cm sandwich tins. Now we've measured out all of the ingredients, now it's time for the fun bit. The butter and the castor sugar until it's light and fluffy. Next, add in your vanilla extract. Scrape down the sides again. Next, add your eggs into the mixture bit by bit. Start to sift the flour into the mixture. Together, I'm going to weigh out the mixture and separate it into 4 bowls ready to add the food colouring. You could have separated it and mixed it all together at the beginning, however I thought it would be easier just to do it all in one batch. I'm going to add the food colouring to each of the bowls. I have got a red, a pink, a yellow and an orange. Drops of colour, however if you feel that you need it to be a little bit darker or more intense, then you can just add as you go. So now I'm going to add the coloured cake mixture into the sandwich tins. Distribute the mixture through the tins and smooth out the top before putting them in the oven for 25 minutes to bake. the kitchen, prepare the icing, or like me, feed the baby. So the first thing I need to do for the icing is measure out 450 grams of butter and 900 grams of icing sugar. We're going to add the butter to the icing sugar. I'm going to put a tea towel around the bowl because there's quite a lot of icing sugar in there that could get a bit messy. Just going to check the cakes by putting the knife in to see that they're cooked. I'm just going to leave the cakes in their tins to cool for 10 minutes and then I'm going to transfer them over to a wire rack to leave them to cool completely. So now the icing is mixed, we're going to add the food colouring just like we did with the cake mixture before. Keep a little bit of the plain icing aside just to put in between the layers of sponge. The sponges are all cooled down now and to be honest the colours aren't as intense as I wanted them to be, so I definitely recommend that you use a little bit more food colouring than I did if you want them to be a bit brighter. Using a bread knife, trim the tops of the cakes to make them even. Separate the two middle layers of the cake and then take a 10cm cut out the circle in the middle for the sweets. Using the uncoloured buttercream icing, spread it evenly on the sponge, working from the bottom layer up. Once the two cut out layers are on top of each other, it's time for the fun part to put the sweets in. I've just put 4 icing bags into glasses just because it makes it easier to put the icing in, as I then have 2 hands free. Once you've filled each piping bag with the coloured icing, start to pipe around each layer, smoothing with the palette knife. There's my Pinata cake. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to Mum's Eye View and let me know if you bake this recipe yourself. Bye! Say bye, Harrison.
We're going to take the bananas and we're going to peel them and we're going to mash them up with a fork. Nana! Nana! You want to do it?